The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! They're on 26-yard line. Good. 180! Don't use the mic. You want this.
First down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 50, check 50. Under 10. Hey, color.
From the 24, Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Running, it's Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I know you feel that. It's 180. 53 is the most. Kill. That's trash. That's trash. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
180. Hey, come on now, come on now.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 85 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Second down now. It's Drake, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
58, the mic. Here we go. And 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. Kill. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Rolling to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Real.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Still. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Stills the intended target. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Zoo. 53, Mike, 53. Night, sweetheart. Hey.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run again with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Watch twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Dolphins nothing.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's Mike 20. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sport. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
20. Check 52's the Mike. Ricky.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9-10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 25. Kill, 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 kill. Kings, Kings, Kings. 52's the mic, boys, 52.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Hunt. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield.